What's up, everybody? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. Um, and a couple of announcements. So, this is going to be the new kind of travel spiritual channel. Uh, some of the things when we're going to be dealing with spiritual issues outside of travel issues, but in particular, this is going to deal with the information that I'm going to find out as I travel and speak to people within the diaspora, starting with South America and Central America. So, with that said, let me greet everybody. Hovorten hardu gudag ola oiteveng vasas los bonje mesmi kerabawani konnichiwa niha ni ama sani bonani jambo harbayagani assalamu alaikum and shalom. Okay, this one is going to be dealing with something that I recognize, and as they say, my color was more so defined by my intelligence, meaning that people like the fact that my dark self was intelligent more so than the people in the United States. They do not have a phrase in the languages they speak, like here or even in Colombia in Spanish, where you're talking white or acting white. For those Afro men that go get and start doing research, have a level of intelligence, or speak the white language that they are speaking properly. So this thought came to me as I was walking to go get something to eat, and I'll let y'all see where I'm at currently. It's Nova Iguazu, and I'll explain kind of what's going on with that at the end of the video. But I want you to hear my thoughts, because this came like in the moment, and I want to hear your comments at the end of the video. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, as this is a new channel, and please comment. And when you subscribe, click that notification bell as well. All right, so here we go. Hey, what's up, everyone? All right, this is the Reluctant Nabi back again. All right, I'm in a place called Nova Iguazu. All right, and while I'm walking through here, this video is going to go up on the Where We At channel. All right. And there's a couple of things I want to start documenting. All right, there's a couple of phrases that I want to deal with to start this channel off. All right, and it's going to be a redo of my old channel. So if you want to see the travel side of the channel, what we're going to be looking into is not only the places that I've gone to, some of the places that I've been, but the spirituality of Afro people in said places outside of the United States. All right, so let me greet everybody real quick. Hovorten hardu gudag ola oiteveng vasas los bonje mesmi kerabawani konnichiwa niha ni ama sani bonani jambo harbayagani assalamu alaikum and shalom. All right, so to break things down for a moment, let's look at the state of the United States, and especially the so-called black community within the United States. Now, as we look at that community, we see how busted up and jacked up it truly is. All right. And part of the weakness of said community is that when the Afro men rise up, there are black men, the black people, that try to keep them down.
One of the things that they say when these men rise up is, oh, he acting white, right? So I want to examine that statement and ask, what exactly is acting white? All right. Now, I'm going to start this statement off with saying this, that acting white would be to act in such a manner as the white man and his governmental system have trained you to act in order for you to be a detriment to your community, especially the so-called black community. What do I mean by that? People used to say, and still do, for people who speak the English that could be understood by everyone, that you're talking white. All right? And so you have to ask them, what do you mean by I'm talking white if we're both speaking English, which is a white language? Who cares if you warped the language? It's still white. Okay, understand that. We're not speaking Igbo. We're not speaking Swahili. We're speaking English. You know, the language of white people in England who subdued much of the world, destroyed it, and committed all types of genocide. That language, that's white. All right? To speak, anyone speaking any dialect of that language is actually talking white. What about acting white? All right, we've heard people say that when a man gets intelligent, puts on a suit to go work in a corporation, that he's acting white. But I'll take it to this, that when the dudes click up their guns and start shooting up Afro neighborhoods, that's acting white. That's acting in a manner that the white man has trained you to act. He put you in bad situation, yes, but he trained you, instead of working your way and thinking your way out of that bad situation, you know, like our ancestors did when they invented a lot of the stuff that everybody is using. No, you did something different. You decided that you're going to act in a manner that the white man programmed you to act, and then you're going to be their weapon used against intelligent Afro men that might rebuild the community. And worse than that, you're going to rob the intelligent, hardworking man so that he could see and will see that there is no value in living around you. Okay? So when there is no value in living around you, he moves to neighborhoods that is safer for him, his money, and his hard work. All right, but y'all call that dude acting white. No, the people that got rid of the good people are the ones that's acting white in a manner in which the white people wanted them to act, to get rid of those that would be able to help the community. All right, but I don't know, some of y'all ain't going to understand that. Some of y'all aren't going to understand that because you are so programmed that you can't see the damage done. The other thing that's acting white is when you got a bunch of dudes that cannot stand up to the black woman no matter what kind of wickedness she does. All right, that's the other kind of acting white. All right, so what we have here is a bunch of weak and destructive people who are only destructive to our own people. All right, so I want y'all to understand that. The weak and destructive people are only destructive to us. All right, they're only destructive to us. So when we talk about acting white, what are we really saying? Now, I am here in Brazil, all right, looking at a bunch of dark-skinned brothers work everywhere that I go in this particular town. The town that you are seeing now is Nova Iguaçu. I have a very friendly relationship with a lot of the people in this town. Hell, almost anywhere I go. And part of the reason for that is that I've learned the language. All right. So having learned the language, I am able to communicate, right? But again, y'all will call that acting white. You know, being intelligent somehow is acting white. When I would say that being stupid is what acting white really is. All right. Thug talk is acting white. Jail talk is acting white. Now, remember that the reason why the black woman is the fastest growing HIV case, which is faster than all other women combined, is that they love the thug coming out of jail, and whatever they was bringing, whatever they was getting in jail out the let's say crevices, out of the crevices of other dudes in jail, they was passing along to them females that would do anything they wanted. The same females that disrespect good men, like Jada Smith, okay, like Jada Pinkett Smith, are the same women, are the same females that will get done in any way a thug wants to do them in. And they'll be happy for it. All right? That would be acting white. So, basically, when acting white is willfully destroying your community, willfully destroying your children. All right, that's what acting white is. You're acting in the manner that the white people want you to act. All right. In these other countries, the Afro people who are not selling out are not doing it because there is a deep-rooted spiritual, let's say, part of their being that they have not given up. Okay? They have not given up their spirituality here. And here's the irony of this. When we talk about the spirituality here, understand that in the United States, we have a lot more information, and those of us who are awakened are a lot more awake than the people anywhere else. So I want y'all to understand that. It's just that in the United States, we have many more that choose to be wicked, evil, and sleep simply because they see some advantage in it and they are too afraid to leave that comfort zone. At the end of the day, when you're acting white as an Afro person or a black person in the United States, this means that you are acting out of fear of the unknown, out of fear of change, out of fear of actually being good and losing a little bit of comfort, even though you might be blessed as a result of giving up the little comfort and be able to do bigger things. All right? So I want y'all to understand this. When next time somebody say a brother is acting white because he decided to get intelligent. Now, for those who do get in suits and don't give back to the community, that's acting white also. Remember, one of the things that white people said is when they find that there are intelligent brothers, what they want the intelligent brothers to do is move out of the community so that the communities cannot grow off of the minds of those brothers. All right? Women don't matter to the system as far as them fearing it. Understand this, the white system do not fear black women. They're going to need to in a minute, but for now, they don't fear the black woman building anything because they don't build. They consume, they take, and right now, statistically, they destroy. Statistically. However, they fear the Afro man because he builds. They know who invented most of the stuff that is technical and usable, from the cotton gin to the red light to a lot of other things. They know who built these things. All right. So don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. They fear the men who are able to persevere no matter what crap has been thrown at them by the system, not the women who they were able to co-opt into their mission of destroying the Afro man and his family. If you really look at it, all the people with weaves, tattoos, color lies, and in the alphabet system that supports it, they are the most white people in the black community. Why? Because they support everything that the white people wanted to bring about that destroys the family. All right? Instead of building and procreating, creating a group of families that would be able to combat this poverty that was created for us. Remember, when you can't grow as a family, it's hard for a black mother to grow as an individual without the government being the daddy. The Afro man can make it, right? But it's hard for us to keep it if we stay in the community. This means that if we want something better as Afro men, those of us who are like me, that have resources and stuff, we need to leave. We need to leave the black woman alone in the United States, and women in general in the United States. Branch out, find us women that's going to be on our program somewhere else. Then after we do that, then maybe move back, get a house and stuff like that, and start new community amongst brothers who are like-minded. All right. It's not going to work. It's not going to work getting somebody and then going back to the same people that did not, in a black community, that did not want intelligent, smart men there to begin with. Something to think about. Understand, it's not the smart, intelligent men who know how to get out, who won't let somebody de-police them that's acting white. It's those that attack him and that said that smart people weren't welcome as a part of the community by robbing them, stealing from them, being crabs in a barrel. All right, so that's what acting white is. With that said, I'm out.
This is a PS postscript. So I'm gonna be preparing for filming the carnival. I'll be borrowing some equipment, but I want y'all to just understand this thing. All right, really understand it, especially for you brothers. The more intelligent the brother, the more secure that the foreign woman feels, while at the same time, the less secure the black woman in the United States feel. And that's because of two motives. In the United States, the women are looking to supplant the man, and it is very difficult to supplant an intelligent man. You have to trap him, and you need help from others to do that. A thug or anything less than an intelligent man, they have an easier time with. Whereas the motive for the other women is they seek security in that man. So there is a difference, and it's the only reason I can explain why I am loved in other countries who don't think I have a lot of money. They think I have black men's money. All right. But I have found love here based on things that I do, based on the fact that they see me as quote unquote the table, and they see what I bring. And so let that sink in for a minute. All right, with that said, I'm out again.